Good morning. Time to do some gardening before it gets too hot. I'll show you, some seedlings. And the greenhouse is a mess, so it needs to be refreshed. Oh, these tomato plants need to come out. And then new ones are going to go in. I'm just going to cut these off at the base. I'm not going to rip all the roots out or anything because they'll break down in the soil. Ace out. Need to take off these ties. I'll just cut them off. My head. I'm going to have to work out how to rat-proof the greenhouse because the rats have been in here eating the tomatoes before I've been getting them. I found where they've been digging in the corner. Through the stones. I wouldn't have thought they would have dug through stones and stuff, but I guess they are happy to dig through whatever. The next day I had to go get some soil improver compost from the nursery because I think it definitely needs a little bit of a refresh. So I'm just going to chuck that on top here and then I can plant out my little selection of seedlings. Going to lightly till it through, not disturbing the old soil too much. I left them out and they're a little bit droopy. Hopefully after a water they'll be all right. But these are pickling gherkins, so they get to 1 to 2 meters. So I think I'm going to try, I've never done it before, using twine for them to climb up. Yeah, we'll see how that goes, I guess. I've got this cotton twine, well, a tie and twine, which I'm going to, I've seen people, you bury it underneath the seedling as you put it in the ground, so that it sort of secures it into the soil, and then tie it up above, and then the plant will then twine around it as it grows. If I take a couple of these and plant them in line, if you can see that at the sort of the roof panel, I have these little things that you can just switch in and out, which are basically like little hooks, so you can tie bits to it. So I'm going to tie the twine, the cotton twine, to it once I've planted them underneath on both spots. So I've got 4, so I should be able to do 2 in the other bed as well. And then I'm thinking I'll plant the tomatoes in front. I hope it's not too much. So if I tie off the twine here, the tie, and then drop it down, and on this spot here as well. Got a little bit of excess, I don't need all of it. But if I bury, so I've basically seen them, they bury it underneath as they plant it in. I need to sharpen my secchies. Oh, not very sharp at all. It'll be here forever. Got it. Wonder how tight I need to do it. The problem with the cotton twine is I hope it doesn't break down before it's done its job. It needs to be tighter. Probably does need to be tighter, I reckon. Otherwise it's just gonna... I suppose I could tighten it from the top as it grows. And then as it grows, you just sort of wind the climber around it, the cucumber. If it hopefully will start winding around itself. So I'm going to stick a couple of tomatoes in here as well. Right near the front. These are Roma, but they only grow to about 1 meter, so they should only need a smallish stake, which is good. So hopefully they will all grow together happily. Now I reckon I need some small crops to go in between, maybe some flowers too. All important mulch, using sugarcane mulch. here's my 2 big raised wicking beds planted. And on this side, I've stuck in a couple of watermelons, just 1 in each, so they've got their own pot. Now I just need to get the hose out.